Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Showbiz Kenya, where we talk about the top trending topics that has been trending on social media. Now, the friendship drama between TikToker Ajib Gathoni and Rosalita and Kendi is escalating, and it's involving a man, Joshwanda. Now let me take you back when this drama started. It all began during COVID times and TikTok was at its peak in 2020. During this time, TikTok couples Joshwanda and Ajib Gathoni were at their prime of their influence. They were widely known on TikTok as couples, of which it was true. At this time, Ajib Gathoni were friends to Rosalita and Kendi, but very much closer to Rosalita. How Ajib and the friends made their friendship is not known. All this time, Ajib Gathoni were dating, having a sexual relationship with Josh Wanda. Fast forward in 2024, the story came online that Ajib and Josh Wanda have broken up. And obviously, why? Josh Wanda had a media interview and spilled the tea on their breakup.
In a relationship, you're not allowed to have an affair with another man. That's common. So when you start sleeping outside with another man, I have to compromise that. Yeah, so it's something I tried compromising for a while, from November towards December, January, Feb. So I was like, I reached a point where I can't do it anymore.
Ajib cheated according to Josh Wanda, and she cheated allegedly with a friend of theirs. Since they were dating, they had a mutual friend. That friend was saved as Queens in Ajib's phone. A friend of Josh Wanda, Ajib Gathoni, was messing around with. Now, this is according to the story that Josh Wanda is giving to the public. Now, this led to their breakup. A narrative you learn later, it seems like Ajib Gathoni never expected any of their friends to associate themselves with Joshwanda. But shock on her, Joshwanda went on dating Kendi, who was Ajib's friend. From then, we have never seen Ajib and Kendi together ever again. Fans drove the narrative of a friend dating their friend's ex. Now, Joshwanda from dating Ajib Gathoni to dating a friend who was Ajib's friend, who is Kendi. Recently, on a podcast with Martina seems to be the new friend to Ajib Gathoni because nowadays they do a lot of content together and they have a podcast called Two Kids in a Pod. They did the challenge, finish the phrase. The title was, I knew that wasn't my friend when. Ajib spoke of, she knew they weren't her friend when they mess around with their ex.
I realized that wasn't my friend when she my ex. True story. For me. Personal.
No comment. Continue. I think sometimes I feel like it's even more weird if, let's say it's me and you, and then you're dating a guy, right? And then I've known this guy through you, right? And then you guys like break up, and then now I'm on to him. You get what I mean?
That's crazy. That's insane because it's like, were you plotting from before? From when we were together? But I'll go a step further. Even if you introduce me.
When this was mentioned, a lot of people just clocked it was who? Kendi, since she was the one who messed with her ex. She never mentioned names, but Kendi seems to be responding. If the shoes fit, you just wear it. In a video Kendi posted on TikTok, she captioned, self-victimization is the route to unhappy life. People speculated it was who? It was Ajib Gathoni being told that she is self-victimizing herself. And on the comment section, she's been letting her fans to be careful of what they wish for as friends. This is after a fan talked that she couldn't want to have a friend like Kendi. Kendi went on responding that people might not know the full story. So it seems like this is a one-sided story. From the story that we know is Kendi is messing around with a friend's ex. You know, from what Ajib Gathoni said in the Two Pages in a podcast. But this is just allegedly because Ajib Gathoni was very good with her words. She never mentioned names. But from the instances that she mentioned, you could just clock who's that or who's referring to. The other friend, Rosalita, was never spared. In the podcast, Ajib spoke of friends who are pick-me's, who wants to act right in a room. She made an instance of a closest friend who go and make YouTube videos with someone they were together. Obviously, who is that? So Joshwanda did a video in 2024 cooking samaki wa kupaka with Rosalita. And that seems like it didn't sit right with Ajib Gathoni because they were talking about they never knew that person was a friend when they did that.
I don't want to be quoted. There's this time we went our separate ways with a person I was with, right? And then one of my closest friends, after like 2 weeks, I'm seeing them doing a YouTube video with the said person. And I'm like, right. What do you mean? Come with me as I cook samaki.
Wow.
I don't know what you guys think. Friendship betrayal, love separation, infidelities, a word that can be used to describe fans' reaction. I don't know what you guys think. Feel free to give in your comment on the comment section down below and follow for more tea.